Welcome to the stream, everybody. That was another instance where I thought it would do a smooth transition or fade, and it just does a hard cut. I don't know what's going on with that. I got to fix that. But welcome. So last night I was streaming to Kick. By the way, please follow me on Kick. It is absolutely my favorite platform, and I am hearing an echo. Check. Anyway, don't hear now for some reason. So it's absolutely my favorite streaming platform right now, and I would highly recommend that you follow me on Kick at Real King Ginger, REAL King Ginger. My other name was taken. Can you believe that? Somebody's got that? Like, what a weird thing. Maybe it's an old account of mine. I have no idea, but I don't know what email I used to sign up for it, so it is gone. So anyway, last night I did a stream, multi-stream on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Kick messed up. And even though I had a 3-hour stream, had a great interview with an actor named Adam, and he joined the stream for an hour, and we talked about everything that's wrong with faith-based movies and the entertainment industry as a whole. Is really good. So if you go to my YouTube channel, it's on there. But on Kick, for some reason, the whole time during a 3-hour stream, it was only uploading. It was only streaming for 10 seconds at a time. All right. So it's only uploading. It's only streaming for 10 seconds at a time, and so I have like thousands of 10-second clips. So I'm still hearing like a really faint echo, and I don't know where it's coming from. That is so weird. Let me check. Let me make sure the audio is good on my stream. It's on there. Good. Oh, my kick had the volume up. That's what it was. So welcome to the stream, everybody. Where we are going to be talking about Pluribus today. Vince Gilligan's new show that is on. It's on Apple TV. He got a major deal. I think he was offered something like 200 million for the show or some crazy number, and guaranteed a second season. So there's a huge bidding war for Vince Gilligan's show. Vince Gilligan, if you don't know somehow, unbelievably you don't know, Vince Gilligan was the creator of Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad. He wrote for the X-Files, and he's sort of come back to science fiction with Pluribus, and I really like Pluribus, but there is one major glaring issue to the show, and that is the main character, played by Rhea Seehorn, is Carol, and well, she is gay. And so you can't hear me on Kick at all? Somebody says they can't hear me on Kick. You can't hear me on Kick? Let me see. You can't hear me on Kick? Yeah, you can hear me. Your volume's not up, dude. I just tested it. So where was I? So Carol Pluribus completely threw me off track, scaring me into thinking that I'm muted on Kick, but I'm definitely not. So basically what it is you have this sort of narrative where the entire world is infected with this virus or that affects the DNA, and it just makes everyone in the world happy and peaceful and of one hive mind. And I think a really what the promise of communism is. So the promise of communism is that everybody can be peaceful, everything can be efficient, you can save energy, there's no need for money, there's no need for finances, any of that sort of stuff. And that's sort of what the hive mind is on Pluribus, if you really actually think about it. And so there's several people in the world who are not, for whatever reason, with their DNA, was immune to the virus. There's several people on the world, and you have Carol, who is, as Vince Gilligan describes, the most miserable person on earth, uh, who happens to be a lesbian. I think, I think that uh, really, really makes a lot of sense, right? Like it makes a lot of sense. The most miserable person on earth is a lesbian. Unbelievable. How did Apple let them get away with that sort of bigotry? I have no idea. Playing into all the stereotypes and everything. It's absolutely amazing that that can happen. Hold on, I am getting text messages that I don't need to be paying attention to right now. So let me just fix that real quick. Do you? I hate how Windows has pop-up messages and notifications whether you want it or not. We'll let that go. Yeah. So so Play Skull says she probably just hasn't met a real man yet. Well, if you've watched Pluribus, and look, there's gonna be spoilers here. Uh, but if you've watched it, you know that uh, in the finale she has met a real man. He's walked miles, traveled thousands of miles to meet her, and I always think like Manusos is his name. And this guy traveled thousands of miles. He refused any help. He could have gotten a helicopter flight. He could have got flown to Carol in an Air Force One, escorted by a limo to her house, to her front doorstep, gotten anything he wanted, and he refused the help of the hive mind. Only after traveling thousands of miles through car, by walking through the jungle of the Gap and almost dying, he finally arrives to Carol, only to find out that Carol is a lesbian. Can you imagine how awful that must be? She's like the last woman on the world that isn't uh, obsessed with getting everything that she wants from the hive. From the hive, the joined, I think is what they're called. The joined. I don't know exactly what the official term is in the show. The joined hive mind. That all that works though. But could you imagine that? But so my theory of the show, and I have a clip here. I'm gonna play. Let me pull that up. Okay. Okay. I want to go back just a little bit, make sure I don't miss. So, let's see if we got audio.
To the human race!
But because she is also a little bit spoiled in her own way,
I don't want you waiting on me. I just want my sprouts back.
that's part of what I love about her too, is we didn't have to write a so-called, quote, strong woman, which has become a kind of stereotype on its own.
Anybody listen?
Well, that's an amazing line from this behind-the-scenes video from Pluribus, stating, "Oh, actually, the whole time I didn't transition the cut. The whole time I didn't transition the cut. I gotta get better at this streaming thing, man. This stuff is live. We're doing it live. Okay, let's go back.
I don't want you waiting on me. I just want my sprouts back.
That's part of what I love about her too, is we didn't have to write a so-called, quote, strong woman, which has become a kind of stereotype on its own.
Anybody listen?
There it is. That's the line. That's the line I wanted you guys to hear, is that you don't have to have a quote-unquote strong woman because that's become a trope, right? Like that whole idea of like, you know, this feminist strong woman character who can do everything on her own. this show kind of breaks down that she actually can't, and she needs a strong man in her life, which is what Manusas has sort of come to. So this is my theory with this show. I know it's crazy, and I know it's on Apple, uh, but I don't think they've called Carol a lesbian yet at any point in the show. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's not out of the question that they cast her as being bi. And then she eventually winds up and falls in love with Manusas, which would be incredible. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Apple would ever let that happen. but but Vince might want to go in that direction. If you've watched his writing before, he kind of takes things in very unexpected ways. Uh, and he really focuses on the story, the truth of the story, and not so much like these sort of outer messaging sort of talking points that he wants to introduce to everybody. So that is uh, what I'm thinking. I don't know. Let me know. You guys have the chat. Let me pull up all my chat windows, so I can properly deal. Give me 1 minute. How are you guys doing today? What's going on? I do see some people in my chat already, so that's really great. Thank you, Play Skull, for joining the stream and following. Thank you for the follow, Play Skull. Really appreciate that. I'm gonna try to go for 2 hours today, maybe 2.5. I would like to go for 2.5 because I'll hit my 5 hour my 5 hour minimum on Kick, and that I am excited to do. So that's my goal for today. Um, and they make it very difficult to pull up your on Kick, like your chat and stuff. I want to break out chat, pop out chat. Here we go. All right, YouTube. All right. So YouTube. All right. All right, there we go. So that is my theory on Pluribus. Look, you guys can sit there and hate on me. You guys can sit there and say, "Oh, you're just like hoping for the best." Well, maybe I am hoping for the best. Maybe I actually think that you can actually have a gay person in a movie and they can actually realize that that is the thing that is the problem. Like, why can't it's 2025? Why can't we have gay people where the gayness is the character flaw in a film? I think we should be able to have that. I think most people want that because most people have a gay person in their life that is a problem. Like, for real, right? They're always causing trouble, and so I think we should be able to have that within. I think I'm peaking a lot, so I'm gonna turn my volume down a little bit. Let me know if that makes it sound a little bit more crisper. I'm gonna turn me up in the ears a little bit. So, so that's what I think. But look, I think I can. I think there's a lot here. Yeah, Play Skull says Vince Gilligan. If Vince Gilligan is subverting expectation, then what if Pluribus is about homogeneity? Homogeneity, same people of the same mind. Well, I think it. I think there's already been some powerful like dialogue in the show that talks about the problem of like everybody coming together and being the same person and like no like there's no more cultural diversity, there's no more people groups with different music and song, and I think a lot of that is really, really great. I think, we had this DEI thing, right, where uh, like DEI was pushing this idea that we have to embrace uh, each other's each other's differences, and it was like forcefully set upon you. And what that's done is, I think it's made it so like the reaction to that is we don't want like there's no diversity, right? And everything has to be sort of the same. And so that is, I think, the other end of the ditch. Like we want everybody to embrace one sort of specific uh, cultural tradition, when it just doesn't, like, it doesn't make sense. And I would say it's kind of anti-Trinitarian. It's getting pretty heavy theologically, but like, there is a beauty to diversity. There's beauty in diversity, and there's unity in diversity as well. So there's the way to have that diversity and unity, and it's why we can have um, different kinds of art styles, and different art styles, although they're completely different, whether it's filmmaking or painting or hand drawing or paper mache. Like there can still be beauty in each of these different things, and I think that is a pretty Trinitarian position. um, that there's a unity among diversity, and then there's beauty in that as well. And it's not that I'm going this leftist weird DEI route. Like that's crazy and insane. But it's about it's about saying no. Like things can be different. And it's okay. People can be different. Your family is different than another person's family, and of course you want everybody grounded and rooted in the same values and culture. Uh, but that can be presented in a host of different ways. Music, for example, you can like country music. You can like rap music. You can like pop music or classical music. Um, but objectively, although there is this sort of like all those genres of music are all different, foundationally though there is objectively terrible rap music, there is objectively terrible classical music, there is objectively terrible uh, all sorts of genres of music, right? And there's still objective foundations to all these things. um, and so when I watch Pluribus, I see communism, like pure and simple. They're wanting their whole plan won't work unless every single person is uh, joins by their own free will. Like the plan won't work. They can't force anybody. Uh, they can't force anybody to join the hive mind. It has to be by their own will. Um, and unless Carol joins, their plan is completely thwarted. Um, but what I also thought was really interesting, this is going to make a lot of people mad, but I think it's really true. What's also incredibly interesting is this idea that in the last episode, they really used Carol's homosexuality against her. Like they used it as a temptation, as a weapon. They used her sin and her desires in a way to try to bring her closer to the hive and to accept joining the hive mind. Uh, and it was unbelievable how that was written, by the way. But as you know, like that's what communists do. Like communist socialists, they always use those sort of sins and desires as a means to like get you to embrace. Yeah, bigger government is going to let me uh, be quote free in the bedroom. You're going to be a slave everywhere else, but in the bedroom, you'll be free. And so, like history has shown, using sexuality has been used for countless generations as by communist governments to take captive a people. And so just to see Vince write that was really crazy. I don't think Carol is the good guy here. And I think I heard a clip of Vince saying that that not only is Vince not only is Carol not a good guy, he wanted to do the opposite of Breaking Bad, where you have the worst person on the planet become the best person on the planet. And it's like, how do you do that? Right? How do you do that? And in order to do that, you have to show her at her worst. And currently, right now, one of the worst things about her is that she's a lesbian. That's just what it is. I really believe that. So, take that as you will. So, let's check in on the channels. This is YouTube. Man, YouTube just, how do you get YouTube to push out? I have 11,000 followers, and it's only me watching on YouTube right now. That's crazy. But I do got engagement in the Kick Chat. That's really what I want. Let's check out. Let's see. I don't think there's no I haven't been able to find a way to like pop out a Facebook chat. Let me check. Let me check Facebook. You have the worst person on the muted. So yeah, well, I wish I could pop out chat. Pop, how can we get, why are these social media platforms as big as Facebook, as big as X? Like why are they just like so terrible when it comes to live streaming? Like why are they not putting a lot of energy and effort into this? I remember when I was with Apologia, somebody told us, they were like, you guys should live stream because like Facebook is pushing the heck out of that. And we did. And we started live streaming from the abortion clinics. We started live streaming from the Mormon temples. And it went absolutely nuts. And then, like, I would say less than a year later, after the 2016 election, they basically shut down live streaming completely. And, like, the engagement and the reach and all that stuff is really crazy. So if you are watching this, please be sure to like and be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow. Do the comments. And if you're watching on X, that's another place I'm streaming to, X, which, by the way, has the worst reach of any streaming platform I've ever seen. I've never seen anything as bad as that. So, I don't know. Looks like X is doing a little bit better today. Maybe you just have to do it. Actually, it's not. Only 46 reach. Yeah, come on, Elon, hear me out, man. Update, do a big update, right? Do a big update on streaming on X. Allow me to join people's live streams. Allow me to chat. Allow X APIs. Even allow like OBS plugins that lets me like put like Grok answers to questions and stuff. Let me be able to put chats on my screen. Like there's a lot of stuff that X could tweets. Let me put tweets up on the screen. Let me do that, Elon. Put some time into live streaming. You guys could shut down, for real, like you guys could shut down Twitch. 100%. I absolutely believe that with my whole self. If you put some time. So Elon, if you're listening to this, highly doubt you are, but if you're listening to this, dude, let me join the beta for any live streaming stuff you guys are doing. Can I do that? I don't even want to get paid for it. Just let me join the beta, and I would love to give feedback and advice on that. Yeah, because Elon's totally. My reach on X is 47 people have watched have not even watched the stream. It's just been sent out to 47 people. But one of those is Elon. I know it, I believe. Man, my microphone is not. Stay. Stay. So, what's up, Cage Stage? Thanks for joining the thanks Cage Stage for joining on Kick. Joining the chat. How's it going? Man, dude, Kick is popping, man. This is awesome. Once I get five subscribers, I can get monetized, which will be fantastic. So I'm super excited about that. We're gonna do it. Countdown today on the live stream. We're doing Cage Stage says he just downloaded Kick to be able to watch on Kick. Thank you for the effort. Thank you for the effort. That's exactly the sort of stuff I like to see. He also followed my channel. Thanks, Cage Stage. Awesome. So in order to become monetized on Kick, you have to stream for a total of 5 hours. You do have to have a certain amount of followers. You have to have a certain amount of people in the chat, and that like goes up the rank in terms of like, are you a premier partner? Like, how, all that other sort of stuff. But the first thing I have to do, I just have to stream for 5 hours. And so today, I have 2.5 hours left to stream. Technically, I streamed all 5 hours yesterday, but only 2 hours counted. So that made me mad, man. I'll tell you that. I wasn't mad. I was just slightly annoyed. The worst part was that I had like 1,000 10-second video clips on my page that I had to go and delete manually one by one. And that was maddening. KJ says you have to work overtime. Hey man, I'm totally okay with it. I really like live streaming. I really think live streaming is the future. I was in the podcast world pretty heavily with Apologia back in the day. And we did really well with that podcast. But as I've been following live streaming and all that comes with it, I just think podcasts are of the past at this point. I like they're very passive. They're not interactive. Live streaming is interactive. I can engage with the chat. If I can't think of something, people in the chat can participate in the chat and give me answers, or they can help form the conversation and the discussion. It's not one-sided, although there are times, especially yesterday, I think for like 2 hours, I was just talking to myself on stream until Adam came in and saved the day and we did an interview. I'm also talking to some people, I think on Wednesday. It's possible, nothing's confirmed, but there might be a guest on Wednesday to join us, which I'm excited about. So somebody I know, and so I'm pretty pumped about that. So that'll be Wednesday night at 4:00. So we'll be doing that stream too. We just got another follower from C. Seagroves. What's up, Seagroves? I mean, how many followers are we at now on Kick, man? This is awesome. Let's see. All right, we got 5 viewers with a total of 13 followers. Let's put some goals up. Let's put some goals up on here. Set a goal. Let's set a follower goal. Let's try to get 5 more followers. I think it says we have total. Let's go to 15. All right, let's set that goal. All right, now we got one more follower to go. Fantastic. So yeah, okay, all right. So we were talking about Pluribus. We were talking about my complete theory that on Pluribus, Carol is going to eventually turn straight and fall in love with Manusos. I really, really believe that completely. I think everything that's being set up is, and honestly, it'd be so incredibly disappointing. Wouldn't it be just insanely disappointing? Poor Manusos. He's like the last man on the planet, and he finds he travels thousands of miles to find a woman, only to find out that woman is gay. That is completely disturbing on a multitude of levels. So I am still getting an echo on my stream. Where is that coming? Let's see. Not coming from there. Oh, it's coming from there. Wow, that's a lot. So, somebody's sending the kick stream to the men's group chat. Let's go. Let's go. So I wanted to talk about something else today. I know we kind of just hit on the Carol thing. If you're here at the beginning of the stream, we talked about that. And by the way, if there's anything you want me to react to, feel free to tell me in the chat, and I'll do that too. But I know like a lot of people were talking about when X released the feature that showed you the accounts, like where the account is located or where the account was created. It was a great way to show if something was a bot or not, right? Like, so I remember everybody, but everybody was going after like political people, you know, this political person after this political person. But what I've noticed and I've discovered, and I'm working on a Substack about this, by the way, I'm working on a Substack where I believe Hollywood is spending an enormous amount of money hiring Twitter bot farms to up the engagement of certain shows that are really not popular, or to carry on. Basically, they're hiring bots to argue with conservatives, Gen Z people who are against the woke stuff and to fight against it. And so I actually have proof. I actually have proof of this, and I want to share that with you. So give me 1 second. I'm pulling up. I gotta find this tweet again because it was a while back ago. You know what? Here we go. No, here it is. I found it. All right. So this guy was defending Stranger Things. All right. So this guy was defending Stranger Things, and he says a 12-hour monologue with the entire cast watching. That's not just acting. That's a pressure cooker. What does that sound like? That's not just acting. That's a pressure cooker. That's not just writing. That's Chat GPT. Like that's a clear M dash right there, right? Also, whenever actors talk like this, it usually means the scene is either incredible or emotionally devastating. Fans begging for a happy ending should probably start lowering expectations now. So, all right, so that was his response, right? Okay. But if you go to his account, he joined October. He's a Forex trader, by the way, too. That is strange. So he joined October. This account was made October 20. It was based in Africa. He's been verified since September of 2025. He's had 15 usernames. 15 username changes. I don't know if does that mean like since October of 2025 or last? Oh, his last username was October of 2025. But I've never seen an account with that many username changes. Like that is crazy, right? So there's just a lot. There's a lot of these. If you just uh uh who's the Bella Ramsey, like if you just type in like Stan of like someone, I'm scared to click on these. I don't want to click on those profiles. I don't know what I'll see. I don't want to get banned from Kick so early. but a lot of those profiles that you see there, like they're just fans for like actors in major films, or they're pushing, like they're just accounts just for a specific film. That's obviously for Last of Us, which is a terrible show. Terrible acting. Everything about it's terrible. Uh, but they have a huge fan base online, and I found that a majority of those fan bases are bots. Like they are bot accounts, and they're based in Africa, they're based in South America, they're based all over the country. And I called one of those accounts out, and they said it's a worldwide show. It's like, yeah, but like you have 5 followers, and you're based in, like, your account was made last month, strikingly close to the premiere date of the next season. Right? Like, what's going on? So this is something I'm doing, uh, uh, some sort of investigative journalism on. Basically, it's like, how does Hollywood hire bot farms to promote their shows and push the agendas of the shows? Because it's not just that it's not just that these accounts are, just like saying, oh, I love this actress or I love this actor. They're actually defending the quality of the show. Uh, they're defending the message of the show, which I think is very interesting. So, Place Call says The Last of Us wants to be the last of dads. So, it's a lot. So that's what I would like. Would be It'd be really awesome to create some sort of script, right? So some sort of script where you could actually just like have all these different top. These are the top shows right now, right? And then you find out what percentage of followers on these top shows, or what percentage of engagement that these top shows get, uh, are actually fake or bot driven accounts. Like, because then you could see the true popularity of a show, right? Like that's how you would see the true popularity of a show, is by saying, yeah, but like this was the most talked about show on Twitter, but like 80% of it was just fake engagement. But I think what's happening now is this is my theory. My theory is, with all these bot accounts, that there's this Nielsen social survey, right? So something along those lines. Where like it's like Nielsen ratings, but really what it just determines is how popular a show is based on chatter on the internet, right? So if these studios are hiring these bot farms to create chatter, they rise up the ranks. And every night, uh, a show comes out, the bot farms are on full attack, and then that show is trending on Twitter, and that increases their Nielsen ratings, and it kind of fakes the popularity of a show. It kind of astroturfs the popularity of a show, and so I'm pretty committed to this idea that the Hollywood studios are just faking. They're faking engagement to make you like a show, and I'm pretty passionate that I've discovered this to be true. So, 100%, like no question about it. Like there is no question in my mind, uh, that a lot of these fake engagements for these shows are botted. Now, what studio's doing it? I don't know. Are the studios doing it, or are they just hiring a marketing agency? I have no idea. But there is some serious fake accounts. Let me let me look at this. I'll pull some stuff up. I mean, here's here's a Bella Ramsey Stan account, um, that is from Brazil, and I'm not sharing my screen right now because I don't want to like. come across something crazy. This account says, "Where's Bella Ramsey's Stan?" And this account is based in Indonesia. Look at this. Look at this, chat. Indonesia. Right? So you just type in like these fan accounts and you get like no American accounts. Like it's all Indonesia. Uh, this account's had 7 username changes in 3 years. Joined in October of 2022. The app's downloaded from the Indonesian App Store. Like, I'm not saying that everyone in a third world country is a bot, but what I'm saying is a lot of these fan accounts for these stars are fake engagement. Like a lot of them, I really believe that, and you can't convince me otherwise. So the question is, who's doing this? Who is creating fake celebrity stan accounts? Is it the manager, the agent? Is it that's actually a good that's probably a good that's probably what it could be too. It could be uh the agents who are looking to like get better contracts for their celebrities and their stars. So the agents are botting all this engagement for their celebrities so that when they go back to the studio, they can say, "Look, her name was there are 3 million tweets on Twitter talking about how great she is just last week." You know, you got to add another $1 million because these fans are going to be promoting the show. Right? These fake bot accounts. They're going to be promoting the show, and I don't think Hollywood really has figured out social media enough to really to catch on to that, or maybe they have and they're doing it. I have no idea. I was specifically thinking like old studio heads probably have no idea would probably have no idea what's going on. But it could be that the marketing agencies for these film studios do know what's going on and they're letting it happen because, you know, uh, there's no such thing as bad engagement, I guess. Oh, somebody said Master of the TDS exposed that Disney was astroturfing with bots a while ago. Oh, that's fantastic. Dude, hey, Play Skull, can you pull that up? Do you know was that a podcast or is there something we could watch? Because I would love to watch that on stream or share the tweets. So if you could pull that up, that would be fantastic. That that sounds like just absolutely wonderful. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that's discovered this because it needs to get out there a lot more. So much for an exclusive. You thought you were so smart, but somebody's already done it before you. I don't think Play Skull was saying that way, but there's probably a hater in the chat that's like, ah ha ha. By the way, uh, my uh my Threads account is popping off. I was like, man, I wish you could get monetized on Threads, man, because my Threads engagement, like all I have to do is like post something on Threads that is slightly offensive to leftists, and wake up with 100,000 impressions on a tweet with like 5,000 likes, several retweets, and like 1,000 comments of people just making fun of me. Like I think about it, like I go to bed and I go, oh no, these people on Threads are making fun of me. I can't sleep at night because these blue sky Fediverse accounts are saying mean things. Right? Like, uh, I should pull that up. You guys got to You guys have got to see my Threads account. It is a cess pool. All right, let's see. I have to log in real quick. Hold on one second. Okay, I think that did it. Ah, yes, okay. This is gonna blow your minds. Okay, so this tweet I have here, I don't know if it's this thread. It's a tweet. It's a tweet. So it has 258,000 views. Let's try to blow this up a little bit. 258,000 views. And it just says, respectfully watching the LGBT community defend Stranger Things without any critical thought on whether the writing was actually good, but actually believe it was good because it was gay, is exactly why they shouldn't run Hollywood anymore. Right? But look at this. 6.2 thousand likes, 1.1 thousand comments, 135 retweets, and 33 people that personally sent this. I imagine these are just really angry Karens going to really angry Karen group chats. these little like they're just, oh, you gotta see this guy. And then the comments are hilarious. So we'll read some of them. Cis hetero white male that works in the film industry here. The writing on Stranger Things is excellent. Your opinion is being clouded by your bigotry. Cis hetero white male. Look, I'm just gonna tell you, if you use the word cis hetero white male, you're neither you're not hetero. I promise you. I promise you. Here's the guy that says, I watched episode 7 last night and the scene was cringe. So forced, so dramatically over the top, and so unnecessary. I even think it would have been better if Will was interrupted mid-speech by one of the guys and said, Will, you're gay. We always knew it. Stop making such a big deal out of it. Everyone laughs, they hug and move on. No, that wouldn't be good either, man. Because like what would have been great if they would have said, "Dude, shut up, man. We got Demogorgons to fight." Like that's what needs to happen. Like there doesn't need to be a kumbaya moment at all there. It was completely necessary. This is it. It was completely necessary and relevant to the plot. A 10-year-old could connect the dots here. Vecna uses your insecurities against you. Will confess his biggest insecurity so he can have a fair shot at fighting him. It's not rocket science. Just say you're dumb next time. Dude, I love Threads comments, dude. Like, and the funny thing is, like, I think people are just so overly passionate. Like, it's like HOA Karens who are really concerned about the color you paint your house, and you're not concerned at all. Like, that's just the color that was cheapest at Home Depot. But it keeps these Karens awake at night, right? Like the exact shade of light blue you use to paint your house, or the exact, was it eggshell or cream colored white? Like what? Like what? Who cares? You know, like does it match? Is it within the rules? And these people are literally uh, people are literally like really upset. A lot of these comments, some of these comments are pretty base, but this just proves your point. If you can't appreciate that scene in season 5, episode 7, or understand why it was relevant, then it wasn't for you. Hope this helps. But that's exactly the point. It's not. It's not. It's not. Uh, it's not for us, right? It's not for the broader public. They're spending $1 billion on a global streaming entertainment brand for only a small percentage of the population that would really get emotional by that scene. Everybody, everybody else is laughing, right? So reading the comments are nobody. Reading the comments, nobody understands anything. They think you dislike gay people when what you said is that something isn't good just because it's gay. I didn't say I was a big fan of gay people. I never said that. I'm not saying they're wrong. The writing hasn't been as good as previous seasons. Many people agree. Well, being gay is irrelevant to that, but many people can't detach themselves from it. I would have liked Will's coming out to have been better and timed more impactful. Yet people are upset that I expected better. So I mean, like, hold on, why are all the comments defending me? Where's the really bad ones at? Look at it. Nobody's a bigot for saying the scene was trash and unnecessary. It was trash and unnecessary and ruined the flow of the show for everything. Look at me this. Oh, here we go. You look exactly like the kind of person to say something so stupid. It's true. It's true. I do look like someone to say stupid stuff. the, you just say the gays and move on. Who is this account pretending? Report this account. Who is this account pretending to be? The victim. Dude, I just love roast. I just love roast. Like that's that I like it. Like this stuff like doesn't bother me at all. Like you know, like I just think it's great. Um, there used to be a song on YouTube. Uh, I don't remember who did it. Unfortunately, it might have been Miranda Sings. I hope that's not true, but it was something like there was a line in it that was like, "You haters think you're funny, but you're paying my bills," or something like that. Not true for Threads because it's not. It's not like they actually ended their monetization program on Threads a while back ago, which is disappointing. We got two new comments just in that time, uh, or two more engagements. But it actually seems like I've reached a patch of people who actually agree with me on that one, which is really strange and different. But yeah, no, I love roasting. Like that is something I'm just a fan of. So I don't care if it's like roasting me or roasting someone I agree with or if it's roasting people I don't agree with. I just think it's great, and we need more of that. Yeah, it's okay for them to talk about me like that, but it's not okay for me to talk about them like that. Like that's where I'm just like, no, 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 no. If you guys get to roast me, then I I should be able to roast you. Fair ground, fair play, right? Like that. That's what makes the most amount of sense to me. So let's see where are we at on our follower goal. No new followers, but we do have some viewers. Play Skull posted something. Play Skull, you posted something and my AI mod deleted it for hate. Are you still able to participate in the chat? All he said was gays don't rule Hollywood, yet Bowfinger hinted it. LOL. And I think he was talking about one of the threads. I hope Play Skull didn't get banned because I didn't ban him. Uh, and then the last comment. Hold on. Let me see if I can like unban you because every comment you're posting is getting deleted, and that's not okay. No, I don't want to unfollow you. Uh, can I make you a mod? If I make you a mod, would that let me see if I can make you a mod. Let's see. There's an AI chat moderation setting. Hate speech. Oh, okay. Well, let's okay. Okay. So there's a hate speech setting. Uh let's see. I like to avoid I'd like to avoid seeing content if it includes any stereotypes, reclaimed slurs, hateful ideologies, or suggests the rights of protected groups are immoral. Moderate. Hide conversations that mention negative stereotypes, degrading jokes, slurs, religious violence, or challenges of protected groups' identity. Minimal. I'd like to avoid seeing content if it includes slurs, hate speech. I'd like to avoid seeing content. I don't think that hides it. Let's see. Okay. It's okay. So on every other thing, drugs, weapons, sexual content, it gives me the option to be unfiltered, except for hate speech, where I have to select a minimal. Like there has to be a minimal. So, okay. I'm gonna see if that helps. I'm gonna see if that helps, man, because I don't like seeing my followers. All right, there we go. All right, I think you should be good. I think you should be good, Play School, and I can mod. If I can figure out how to mod you, I'll do that too. But I don't. I don't. Oh, there is just an unfiltered, just a complete. But I don't want like. Okay, so I have to do custom. But if I just do unfiltered. Okay, we're just gonna do that for now. See how that goes, and then when that gets, we can turn things up if we need to on the other things. So, man, no banning hate speech in my stream, because yeah, especially if I'm not the one doing it. Here I am having this amazing conversation about how I like to be roasted, even by people who hate me, and my AI chat that I have no control of, my AI chat mod, is just banning roasting right now. What's going on, Kick? Everybody, he's saying that I'm quiet. Turn it up just a little bit. Maybe I could turn it up a little bit on my stream. Let me know if that's better. And what I'm trying not, it is better. Okay. I don't want to peak. Like I tend to peak a lot. So, cause I get really loud. And so finding that exact setting is something I'm trying to work on. But if it gets like peaky, let me know and I can fix that. But I have a cap on it, but I kind of blow past that cap, that noise gain and the filters and stuff. So, what else is going on? You guys know any good movie trailers out right now? Have you guys seen the trailer for Jimmy Swaggart biography? Not Jimmy Swaggart. Not Jimmy Stewart, right? Is it Jimmy Stewart? Yeah, it is. It's called Jimmy. Here it is.
Dear Father Nat, I'm not afraid, man. I'm at the end of my rope, and I show me the way.
Yes.
You are a star, and America needs stars right now.
How does it feel to be a legend, James?
It's the best feeling in the world.
Black skies are coming, Jim. Mark my words, we'll be at war before Christmas.
Don't I have the right to serve my country just like anyone else does?
America can't afford to lose Jimmy Stewart. war. You're just not cut out for it, and make peace with the fact that you are what you are. Just an actor.
I've done this scene in so many movies. But this isn't a movie. This is my life.
What the audience needs is the
I'll
truth.
tell you why I like this.
The question is, are you brave enough to give it to them?
Someday, I'd like to be able to look at myself in the mirror and see a good man looking back at me.
Man, does that look wholesome? Does that look wholesome? That looks awesome, man. I'm really, really excited about that. I think, what did it say? It comes out next year, November 6th. Next year, a year away. That's crazy. That's a long ways away. But what I really like about that is, like, when you see these biopics of actors, it's usually like they're on drugs, or like they're sleeping around with a bunch of women, or this all this other sort of stuff. And like it seems like on this one, the character's challenge is that he wants to go fight in war, and he can't because he's valuable to the country as a celebrity or whatever, and he wants to be a hero, and he has to realize that, you know, being a star and telling stories is heroic. That's tremendous. So there's an echo? Are you serious? I don't know where that echo would be coming from, though.
Like anyone else does?
America can't afford to lose Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, I don't know where that echo would be coming from. And oh, you know what? It's probably picking. It might be picking up the. There's an echo from me, like in my microphone, or is there an echo? I'm getting all these kinks worked out. I got to get all these kinks worked out. It's a very faint echo. Oh, okay. I think that might have fixed it, because yeah, I think that might have fixed it. If the Kick has a volume control on the stream preview, and it automatically like cuts on when I refresh the page at a very low level, and like I don't want that to keep happening. Like I want to share my screen, but I don't want to like I keep having to mute, because every time like I refresh or something, if I have to refresh it restarts. So hopefully that'll fix it. I'll try to be more aware of that, and let me know if that comes back. So what's trending in the world on Twitter? Oh, you know what? I got something. I got something. Oh, I just heard the echo again. Where did the echo? Okay. Yeah, see, it went back. Like the volume went up again. I don't know how to permanently mute that. Oh well. We'll deal with it as we can. Maybe I can just right click. Can I mute tab on my browser? Can Firefox mute my tab? Oh yeah, I can mute the tab. There we go. Maybe that'll help that from happening again. And then I should be able to turn the volume all the way up on my stream preview. Aha! See, we're learning how to stream. We're learning the basics. That's why you got to stream for 5 hours straight, so you actually know what the heck you're doing by the time they monetize you. I was gonna say, oh, I know what we're gonna do. I know what we're gonna do. I was introduced to this today. I think Play Skull actually introduced it to me.
He's the woke pocket.
Hold on, it's coming. I'm gonna try not to get a big head watching this, but all right, you guys ready?
They want to see how it wraps up. But they've essentially now hijacked it. The Duffer Brothers have essentially now hijacked the show with a penultimate episode that is just utterly and totally ridiculous, and I'll explain why. But we're going to give a gift, folks. We're going to tell you why this didn't work, and why even those who are of the persuasion that they would typically love this kind of stuff, even they've had enough. Before we dive in, click the like button, drop a comment down below, let us know your thoughts, and we'll get to it. Folks, the reason the ratings are not going to matter for the final is because what Netflix needs to do is parlay this into an ongoing spin-off, sequel series, get a character and hang on to them. They've got to find a way, do a cartoon about this. They've got to find a way to keep their biggest show going. And this is throwing them off. And so if you have a Game of Thrones style finale, if you have a season that people just are so displeased with, then it damages the brand going forward. And it actually...
Who is that on the WDW Pro channel? Who is that? It's unbelievable, man. That's unbelievable. All right. That just makes me very, very happy.
Retroactively damages the show back all the way to season 1. And honestly, this show at this point, go watch season 1 and go watch season 5. They don't exist in the same universe. And that is part of what has caused this. Now, when the first season came out, we were not deeply into the woke era, at least not at the time that they were going into the development of it. As compared to when this season comes out, remember that they were planning this, shooting this, developing this before the election.
All right, it's coming out.
And that means that they believe they were coming out to a very woke time in the history of the planet. This was going to be a victory dance for woke, and that's why this doesn't exist in the same place.
Yeah, that's right. Stranger Things came out like this is what I was saying on my last stream. Like, this whole thing was planned to be this amazing coming out of the closet story. And it just got pushed back by writer strikes. It got pushed back by COVID. It kept getting pushed back. And they never changed it. They never thought, maybe this is a bad idea at this point. Like, nobody clued them in that, I don't know if that's the way we really want to take this, because it'll make the whole thing a laughing stock. No, they didn't do that.
I don't like girls.
Marcus Pittman says, Season 5, Episode 7 of Stranger Things felt like a gay version of a PureFlix movie. The left has embraced the worst things about faith-based movies. They have altar calls that interrupt the story. Quote, but who cares if it costs $200 million as long as one person is saved from bigotry?
Yes, because that's exactly what they say in faith-based films. They say, who cares if the movie lost money? Who cares if you didn't get a return on your investment? Who cares about any of that? As long as one person gets saved, isn't it worth it? Just make crappy movies that don't compete well in the box office, that nobody remembers the next day after they watched it. Just make them, and as long as one person gets saved as a result of watching this gospel track disguised as a movie, then it's all worth it. And that's ruined the entire Christian film industry, and now Netflix is doing it. And look at this! Your boy's on WDW Pro! Hey, man. Invite me on y'all's podcast. I got a lot more to say on this. I got a lot more. Listen to me. Hold on. Let's zoom in. Listen. WDW Pro. I'm giving you the whole lazy eye. But invite me on this podcast. Invite me on your podcast. Let's talk. I got a lot to say. I know this very well, what is happening. And I'll be fun. I'll be fun. I promise. I'll be a good guest. I will. So... So, dude, that's crazy. So, I play Skull. Thanks for doing that, man. Spam the chat with happy emojis. Spam the chat. Awesome. So, like in the same week, I got mentioned by Nerdrotic and WDW Pro. I think Critical Drinker's next. Dude, if Critical Drinker releases a video and that tweet is on there, yeah, like, for real, like, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. Dude, I'm telling you. So, oh, I got you guys in, like, weird, you guys don't want to see that. There you go. All right. Okay. So, yeah, I was looking to see if you guys were spamming the chat with emojis. Turns out you were. So, I need to move my chat where I can always see it. That way I don't have to keep going back to that tab. Here we go. Look, eventually I'll be monetized and I'll make enough money to buy a third monitor so I can just have my chat on a monitor above my camera, like a real streamer. That's what I want to be when I grow up. I just want to be a streamer with a third monitor. I actually have a monitor down there, but I don't have a way to mount it. But I have to mount it. My monitors are pretty big, so monitors come up to like here. Can't see that. This one comes up here, so they're just very high. So I'd have to get like a third monitor like above the screen to just look at chat, which would be great. Even like behind this one would be cool too. So it could be done. It could be done. I want to get that. I want to get some LED lights for behind me. I think I want to get a mic stand that doesn't keep falling. I feel like I'm just hand holding the microphone stand most of the time. And then maybe some LED lights behind me to kind of give it some more color, especially once, you know, not Christmas time anymore and Santa's got to go away. How's it going, Santa? Y'all like the Santa right there? Yeah. That's my wife decorated my office for my live streams for Christmas. Isn't that great? Isn't she the best? I think so. Hey, Adam Malden. We was just talking about the great interview we had yesterday with you, man. So, but no, yeah, it was a great interview. And you can go back the whole thing's available on the YouTube. Unfortunately, it's not available on Kick. Nothing I can really do about that. But if you go on the YouTube channel, the whole interview I did with Adam's on there, and you absolutely should go and watch that interview. It was a lot of fun. What else did we do yesterday? Yesterday we played RuneScape for a while, followed some clue scrolls. By the way, I don't know if you guys know about RuneScape, but if you get clue scrolls, you basically follow one clue to the next clue to the next clue to the next clue. And live on stream, this is for real. I can't make this up. I promise I can't make this up while we were playing RuneScape. I got one clue scroll, and then it sent me to another clue, and that clue sent me to another clue, which was at the exact same place as the last clue, and then I went back to that clue, and it sent me right back again. I like how the rarity of that RNG is super rare. So I don't know. I felt like it was a clippable moment, you know. You want to hear more about the table read for the lesbian and the lumberjack? Oh, I don't want to spoil anything or give anything away. Jason would be really mad about that. But I will say this: we had a very talented actor who played a really good effeminate gay guy. Like for real, like he did, like a really talented actor. He played a really great effeminate gay guy. It was really, really funny. The script, I think we had, I don't know from the picture, but I want to say at least 15 people there, maybe 12 people. My wife read, I read, Jason was there doing narration. We actually had he actually created a musical soundtrack. So as we were at different parts in the script, there was music. And I'll tell you, it is a very good script. And it's not like one of those scripts where you're just like, that's just, how do you say it? Because like you think about it, and like your first thought when you read the script is, this script just makes fun of, like this is just like overly preachy against gay people. Like the whole film is just overly like it's like the opposite of a PureFlix film, where it's like just making fun of like, it's like the anti-woke. What was like the Daily Wire trans basketball movie, where it's just like way over the top. Like, okay, like this should have been a sketch from the Babylon Bee, but it turned out to be like a whole movie. You know, this is actually a really well done film and a really great story with character development. There's not any preachy scenes, like there's not any altar call moments, I guess you would say, like you would expect to see. And I think the film is incredibly respectful for the subject matter and like how it could go, like the way you would think the movie would go, or how like it would have been really easy to do. I think Jason actually went and did the like much harder, the much harder version, which is how do you take a comedy and make it serious, but also not make it important. Like that's how do you make a comedy serious but also not important? Like those are like the three tiers of a good comedy. It's like like we have to make movies that don't matter. And so because the plot doesn't matter, like it's not self-important, there's not exposition, you know, I don't think there's a single Bible verse in the whole movie that's read. I could be wrong about that because there is a church scene, but it's like the very fact that I can't remember the specifics of that and what was in that scene is pretty telling as to like how it treated everything really fairly. So, did we meet our follower goal yet? Where are we at with our follower goal? Did we get a new follower? I don't. Oh no. We still need one more follower. Okay. So, but no, it's great. It's great. And I think anybody would be foolish not to put up money for this. Oh, we got a new follower. Yes, Adam. Thanks for dude, you were on a live stream you didn't follow yesterday. What's going on, man? Oh, I think it's because you connected with me on Twitter yesterday. That's why. And then we went to Discord, so you weren't even watching on Kick. All right, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you. So we did it. Our follower goal was achieved. Can we make an announcement or like a celebratory message? I need a graphic for that. Let's see.
Gay!
Did you guys hear that? That was probably the wrong sound effect, but so
What's wrong with you people?
Got that one. That one's great. This is my liberal speech. That's whenever you say something against the LGBT community on Threads, just tons of engagement. So, yeah, that's I think that's all the sounds I have.
Go home.
Oh, it's John McCarthy.
Go home.
Yeah, that one. That one's there. And a cash register. That's all I got right now. I need some more pop cultural references, though. So, hey, Adam just said some stuff, and the AI chatbot didn't ban him. So, that is great. I think we solved it. So, yeah, I think that's all I have. As far as sounds go, what's this? 30 seconds. Oh, it's just a countdown clock that I have that says 30 seconds. Okay. I haven't used my Stream Deck in a while, so that's why I'm trying to get this thing back in use. So No, so Lesbian the Lumberjack's a great script, just in every possible way. And I'm super excited about it. I mean, my only concern with it is the capital that invests in films just doesn't have the courage to be able to fund something like that. We actually want to do it really well. Like we want to, well, and when I say really well, I don't mean like we don't want a $20 million budget to make a stupid rom-com. But we don't want to have to penny pinch on what we think is important, like cinematography and paying the director well, paying the editor well, all that sort of stuff, paying the actors, actresses well. We don't want to penny pinch on that just to get something out, because ultimately, even if you were to like fund the movie, where are you going to stream it except on Lore? Like we're the only ones that's going to stream that show, that movie, and so we gotta figure out a way that we can get capital, because I don't think Lionsgate or Sony isn't going to come and back it and give it a major theater distribution deal. That's not going to happen. There's just a lot. It's a lot of it's like, what do you do with it? Like you have this great thing, but there's no courage to get it out there. You can make it, but there's just no courage to really back it and get behind it. So, you said the Lesbian and the Lumberjack is going to get cult status. It is going to get cult. I guarantee you, it's going to do a lot worse than that. Not only is it going to get cult status, I think it's going to make it so that you can't make the same kind of Christian movies ever again that are cowardly and weak and without a backbone. So that is my investment pitch for the Lesbian and the Lumberjack, and it is this. If you want to completely disrupt and upend an entire industry, if you're sick of Christian movies being cheesy nonsense rom-coms, then you want to put money into the Lesbian and the Lumberjack, so that gets so tremendously disrupted that companies can't make movies like that anymore without being a laughingstock. Because I think it's going to be so insanely disruptive to the industry, because it's such a good movie. It's very brave. It's not a children's movie. It's not a movie that you're going to want your non-teenagers to watch. It has, so it speaks about hard issues in a very lighthearted, fun way, and has a redemptive message, and it's a beautiful love story. That's what the Lesbian Lumberjack is at the core. It's not an anti-gay movie. It's a beautiful love story, which uses homosexuality as kind of the basis for that. So it's great, and everybody needs to do that. We have got to change our follower goal. Set follower goal. Let's see if we can get 2 more followers before the end of the stream. All right. First off, thanks to everybody that's actually like following and engaging in the chat. It's awesome. And when I talk, I'm talking to people on Kick, because I'm primarily focused on getting people to follow me on Kick. So if you're watching on Twitter or Facebook or something like that, you need to go to kick.com/RealKingGinger. Just search for Real King Ginger on Kick, and you'll find my stream. Join the chat there. This is where the party's happening, man. People are spamming emojis. People are talking and engaging. It's way more fun. Dude, I'm telling you, I have streamed before to nobody. Just talk to myself for like hours. And having like one person engaging in the chat is a world of difference. You start the stream, you're like, hey, I'm going to talk about Pluribus. And like 10 minutes later, you're like, I don't really have anything else to talk about Pluribus. But the chat really carries you on through the day. Like it really does. So I'm really appreciative of all you people in the chat that are engaging and talking and participating. Like it really makes a difference. And to the people that downloaded the Kick app for the first time just to be able to join my stream, I really appreciate that. And I hope the founders of Kick are listening. I'm encouraging people to download Kick for the first time ever. I'm introducing new audiences to you. You know? Like, that's a big deal. I need a sponsorship deal. From Kick. Make me featured. You know? So I always thought, like, wouldn't it be cool, like, if you're just streaming one day? This is what I dream about. Like, what if you're just like, and the reason I do this just before is because I when we started doing social media stuff, like way back in early YouTube, like I had like a few videos that I made that went pretty viral. It's getting like 50,000 views, 100,000 views. Had some old Rapture movies, for real, like some old. I wonder if I could find them. I wonder if I could find them. Man, what channel was that? Oh man, this is some really bad stuff. All right, I'm gonna show you guys this. All right, I don't know why I'm showing you guys this. This was a friend of mine. He was in the Navy and he stayed at our house, and I met him at Bible camp, and we started making Rapture videos together. This better be good. You got me out of church for this, dude, man.
Freaking forget church, forget God. Come on.
Forget God?
I gotta tell you this, dude. Doesn't matter. Trust me. It's right here. Marcus? Where'd you go? Dude, I just want to show you something.
Oh, man. So I started making these YouTube videos, and like man, we did that 19 years ago. It's got 7,000 views on it. That's crazy. So wow, that is a throwback. Yeah, it's, you know, what's really funny is like when you're going through the woods, when I'm running through the woods, you can actually hear the lens cap hit the camera because it was like on one of those little strings, you know. So we're running and the lens cap, you just hear it, all that stuff you pick up. So what else do we have? Oh, this was a good one. This is a good one. Look at this Rapture one. Back in my dispensational days.
Oh no. Oh no. Hey man, are you okay? Dude, where's your driver?
Where's your driver? And his clothes are on the steering wheel. Oh man. Boy. Woo! 20 years. Well, looking at videos 20 years ago is, man, that's hard to do. That is hard to do. What else? Anything else that's interesting? I think I have my first like real clickbait video on here. I do. Yeah, check this out. This is amazing. So, I haven't seen this in 20 years, but we called the video "Guy Spends Over $2 million at McDonald's," but ultimately what we wound up doing was we just gave the person at the drive-thru window $2 million, like two $1 million gospel tracts from Ray Comfort, and we called it drive-thru evangel. I mean, Just really terrible. But look at this. This is going to blow your mind. This is when I learned about clickbait. 1.4 million views. Isn't that crazy? That right? Like that's, dude, that was, but see, this is what I'm saying. Like this was at a time where you could do stuff on the internet like that. Like you could actually put a video on the internet and you felt like it was possible to go viral for the first, like you could just like hitting that upload button was like an adrenaline rush because you're like, this could go viral. Now that's not possible, right? Like now it's just, like you put something on YouTube, it's not going to get seen. The algorithm just destroys anything before it has a chance. Like I uploaded a video from my stream today, and I looked at it an hour later. It had like 9 views. It was a YouTube reel, like 9 views. You're like, what is going on? What is going on? And so why was I mentioning? Oh yeah, because so what I was saying is like, it would be really cool like if you're streaming and you just get rated by like XQC or like some big streamer like Osmond Gold, you know, just like your brand new account, your brand new account. And these big streamers tell everybody to go watch you. That's really all it takes. I mean, like it's impossible that happens. You know, it's like pretty impossible for that to happen. But it doesn't take much because you're not competing against an algorithm. It's just about getting the attention of other people who want to tell their followers to go check out your stream. Like that would be like, it seems like virality is a little bit more possible when you live stream. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I just miss those days. I miss those days where you could upload a video, and you could get like 1.4 million views. And I'll tell you, I got monetized because of that on that stupid little channel. And for about a year or two, I was getting checks from YouTube. It wasn't a lot. It was like $200 here, $100 here. I think for a while it was like $100 a month. I think in total I got maybe like $5,000 or whatever, but this was like 20 years ago. So, so I was 20 years old and making like a few $100 on YouTube. It was awesome. I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like, this is what is this? But yeah, that's sort of some of my YouTube story. But someone says, what if the algorithm, the Oracle says, what if the algorithm has changed and you don't know how to chase it? I'm not saying the big guys don't have all the attention. Doesn't miss those days. Also sound like people who podcast and don't live stream. You know, things change fast. Just wondering out loud. That's a great question. I think that I think the algorithm has changed, and I was there in 2 instances where it changed pretty significantly and had a negative impact. The first one was when we were at Apologia, and we weren't able to use the word abortion or pro-life in the titles anymore because YouTube would shut down the video. The second time was when I was working with PureFlix, and we weren't able to target individual Facebook pages anymore because they banned you from targeting religious figures. So that really hurt a lot. I mean, you know, you're spending millions of dollars on advertising, and Facebook just says you can't do that anymore. And then one time we had a meeting with a Facebook rep because this ad wouldn't sell. Like Facebook wasn't pushing the ad, so we were trying to spend money on it. We couldn't spend money on it because it wasn't being picked up. And so we had this big conference call with Facebook, like an actual person who worked at Facebook. And they said, you know, I think the reason, but you didn't hear this from me, is what he said. You didn't hear this from me. I think the reason why this ad isn't running is because you used the word Christian, try the word faith-based or inspired, right? It's like, yeah, but like that's not the stuff I'm making. I'm making stuff for Christians. Like I should see now I'm making stuff for the algorithm, and I'm not making stuff for people. And I have to get permission from the algorithm to get it in front of people. And so that is two instances that happened. The other time too was when you're live streaming from the abortion clinic, and they started blasting copyrighted music just to get you to get your account taken down and the live stream shut off. That ended our ability to be able to live stream at the abortion clinic was once the pro-choicers figured out how to do that. So those are times but Oracle said agreed, but they're always asking you to make stuff for the algorithm. Yeah, have the algorithm resonate with people. It's not algorithm first. It should be human first. Just storytelling is a human thing, and so algorithms are great. By the way, I just want to be very clear. Like Twitter, that's just timeline based, or Facebook. That's what destroyed Twitter, right? Twitter said we're not going to do an algorithm, and then Facebook said, well, we are going to do an algorithm. And people just went to Facebook like crazy, and nobody went on Twitter anymore. But so the algorithm does have a lot of impact on terms of like the quality of like stuff that you see. But what I'm saying is, when the algorithm acts as a gatekeeper, I think that is where the challenge comes in. It's hard to do. Like even X is having that problem. It's like, how do you not promote bot accounts and promote real people? But also, I don't want to be able to speak about homosexuality in a way the algorithm displeases, and then it gets suppressed. And it's like, wait a minute, people want to hear that. It should be human first. I give them too much credit. It's true. It's true. I do give them too much credit. So wait, you said Jeremy Boring used based faith? No, he did not. Did he? Did Jeremy Boring use based faith? I remember where I was when Emilio coined that phrase and we started using it. I would love to see a clip of Jeremy Boring using that phrase. That I don't care. Like I'm not personally offended by it. But I would be greatly honored. I'll put it that way. I'll be greatly honored if Jeremy Boring stole that from us. It's not the first time a major streaming platform has taken our marketing and used it in their own way, but oh, I really want to know where he said that. I wonder if that comes up. If I just search on Twitter for Jeremy Boring based faith. Maybe he used it first. It's possible. Let me... I know he used it December 19th. Look at this. Look at this. Dallas Sonnier has said that the Pendragon cycle isn't faith-based, it's faith-based. What a great turn of phrase. Yo! Hold on. Hey, find me. Hey, chat. Find me where we use that first. Find me where we use that first. I need to know. I need to know where we use that first. I know. Look, we use that. We used that phrase like 2 years ago. We got it. I got it. I got it, chat. Woo-wee, woo-wee. I'm not offended. I just like to keep track of these things. Hold on. I gotta get the spam stuff out. Okay, that was what. So Emilio first used that phrase June 17th, 2024. Did we use it in the ad?
Use your loot and our.
I don't think we used it in the ad though. I know we've used it a lot, but that was for sure June 17th, 2024. It's amazing. It's amazing. That's amazing. Dude, Jason is going to be so happy. He loves that. He loves that stuff, man. So yeah, we're not offended. He just needs to pay royalties. So dude, great investigative journalism, chat. Great job. Look at that. Hold on. I know Lors used it. I just need to find one instance where we use that on Twitter. That shouldn't be too hard. That shouldn't be too hard. Faith-based. 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 Maybe I need to put it in quotes. Here we go. Oh, it doesn't come up. It doesn't come up on Twitter. I think, but we used it in a graphics, didn't we? I'll have to find that. I'm pretty sure we did a video with it. I'll have to find it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. Maybe we used it on. Maybe we didn't put it on Twitter. Maybe we put it on Facebook. Oh, I know we used it. I remember making the ad for it. So we'll find it. That's awesome. That's awesome. I just love when other companies with hundreds of millions of dollars use stuff from us like that, really makes me feel good. It makes me know we're on the right track. You know what I mean? Like that's that's the sort of stuff that I really really appreciate. So I'm pretty sure we did put it in in an ad that we did. I don't know if it was a video or a graphic that was put on Facebook, or maybe we sent it out in an email. I have to do some deep diving. I'm gonna find the first time we used that. And I know I used it because I used it several times, and Emilio would always like credit himself when we used it. So I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna find that out. That's crazy that Jeremy Boring said that in December 19th. But man, that's phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. What else is new, chat? The chat has already found where we used it. Oh man. Hold on, chat. This shows Emilio using it. I think the link is to Emilio's post. I can tell you exactly where I was when we came up with that phrase too, by the way. I'll tell you that story in a minute. Wait. That was a Facebook, not you just sent me a Facebook, not an X. Hold on. For some reason it shared it didn't copy it. No. Copy. It's not why can't I copy the chat? Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna get it. I just gotta yeah, okay. I think that let me copy it. Oh yeah. Here we go. So this was done. Why doesn't it put the date on the reels? Here. Why doesn't it let me? It doesn't let me put the date on the reels. Make Christian cinema great again. With your support, a new based faith community is being built. There it is. What is the date of this? View insights. Watch time. Why can't you just find the date? Oh, May 17th. There it is. May 17th, that was 2025. So still, yeah, so even like a year after Emilio posted it, we were using it. So where I was with Emilio, the story is that we were actually at the Turning Point convention, I believe. And we were hanging out there. It was either Turning Point or NRB. I don't remember which. I had to be NRB because I don't know. It could have been either one. We were at the convention. Emilio was there. We were hanging out with him, and he mentioned, "You guys aren't faith based. You guys are based faith." And we were laughing so hard at that phrase. One, because it was really cheesy, but two, it was actually pretty good. and I was like, Emilio, do you mind if I use that? He was like, yeah, man, you can use it. Just pay me later. I was like, all right. So we just started using that ever since then. And maybe I posted it on my I want to find the tweet where I use that phrase. Let's see. Man, that's really fun. From these accounts. Well, actually, it probably actually wouldn't show up on my account because my account didn't get unbanned from Twitter. I didn't have an account. Yeah. I know we use that on Twitter some way, though. Anyway. Anyway, enough down that rabbit trail. Dude, first off, chat for the investigative journalism. Claps to you guys for finding that out. That's pretty amazing. I'm not surprised, but it's pretty amazing. So. May 31st, 2024 was when we first used it. Wait, yeah, May 31st, May 31st, 2024. So, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm super stoked about that. I can't wait to tell Jason. I'm gonna see him tonight, and I'll be like, hey Jason, guess what, man, dude? I gotta tell you something. I gotta let Emilio know. You know what? You guys tag Emilio on X and tell him I want him on live stream right now because I got news to share with him. And see if he can hop in the Discord. Let's make a show. Let's make a show. I'll message him right now. This is really fun. He'll love to know this. Am I not following him on my... Why am I not? Why is he not coming up on Twitter for me? Am I spelling his name wrong? Ah. I am. All right, we're gonna see if Emilio's available. This will be... First off, Emilio is one of my favorite people in all the world. He's the funniest dude I know. So, if he can do it, it'll be a great stream. I promise you, it'll be a great stream. But I'm not holding my breath. I got something I need to see, and I need to record your live reaction for the people, for America. I don't know. He's probably not available at such a last minute notice, but if he is, it'll be fun. Oh man, what a cool thing to find out live on stream. Anyway, yeah, I remember where I was when Emilio. So we were there, and yeah, we were at the conference, and he said that, and I was like, Emilio, you're a genius, man. You're a genius. The way you come up with stuff. Emilio's, I don't know if you guys know this, but like Emilio's like a really talented comedy writer. He worked on, I think I want to get it right. I want to get it right, but I think, so don't hold me to it. I think he worked on the stage play that led to Mr. Show on HBO. So I don't know if it was called Mr. Show as a stage play before it got picked up, but it was with Odenkirk and all those guys, and he was a sketch comedy writer. And he's one of the funniest dudes I've ever met in my life. Like everything he says just makes my sides hurt. And so he's a great dude. He's working on a Chloe Cole film, a detransitioning film, an actual film. And you know, kind of hard to, you know, he's trying to raise money from courageous people, and that's very hard to do. So, well, he's not responding. But maybe I'll have him on stream. I won't tell him. Maybe I'll have him on stream on Wednesday or something like that, and we'll tell him live on stream. It'll be really fun. It'll be really fun. So, oh, what else? What else is happening in the world? What's trending on Twitter right now? What is trending on Twitter right now, man? Oh, a sports game is on. That's the one thing. That's like one thing about Twitter is when sports are on, like nothing's trending but sports. You guys ever notice that? Like everything is sports. Look at this. Everything. WWE Raw, Falcons, Stafford, Sadiq Bey, Jesse Bates, sports. The fifth. What's the fifth? Pleading the fifth? I don't even know what that is. No idea. Sports. Iran. Iran is trending. What's going on in Iran? I don't want to see crazy videos. That'll get my stream killed. Netanyahu, Monday Night Football, Cornell. Is that sports? Yeah, Chris Cornell. Yeah, so that's what happens when sports is on. Twitter just becomes a sports mecca. And there, it's like, is anything happening in the world besides a football game? I actually tried one time. I actually tried to like, I went through all the trending topics that were sports related and had like, and told it not to like show me that, and it didn't matter. It still shows it to me. It's that high priority. So. Let me look. I want to get to my 5 hours before I end the stream out tonight. So right now, I think I have 30 more minutes to go. 4.56 hours. So what can we do for 30 minutes? I just need to fill time at this point. It's not even about being entertaining. I'm trying to think of what can we do? What can we do for 30 minutes to get this account We're 30 minutes away, guys. Big celebration. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Play Skull. That's great. Let's talk about Animal Farm. Let's talk about Animal Farm, shall we? What is this? I'm just clicking the first link.
One of the most important things missing in
Oh, this is pop culture cray. Okay, all right. Let's do commentary on this. Let's do a live reaction to this. So this is I want you guys to see the thumbnail for this. Anyway, it just says Angel Studios effed up. That's what the thumbnail says. So let's check this
Hollywood
out.
today, ladies and gentlemen, is a studio's deference to its audience, its ability to understand that without their audience, they cease to exist. And in a lot of ways, I think that the studios feel that they are untouchable. Gone are the days of the movie star, as the studio is the one that owns the rights to all of the IP. And most of the time, they don't even believe that the audience actually knows what they want. They believe that they themselves are the tastemakers and are the ones that get to decide.
Am I quoted in this? Dude, can we be 3 for 3?
What you or I actually like. And one of the studios that seem to not fall into that respect would be Angel Studios because of their unique business model. I believe the studio was started by Mormons. They obviously have a very religious audience. They rose to prominence in 2023 with the release of Sound of Freedom. After that movie got left to die on a vine by Disney, they bought up the rights to it. And then, of course, all of the absolute ridiculous hullabaloo.
Actually, they rose to prominence because of The Chosen, which is no longer with Angel. That was before The Sound of Freedom.
Around that movie broke out, calling it a QAnon film. Of course, anybody with half a brain that watched the movie understood that that movie was none of that. But right now, they're going through their own sort of crucible, as they seem to have forgot how to talk to their own audience. They have recently picked up the rights to Andy Serkis's animated Animal Farm adaptation, the George Orwell book, which originally, being a critique of communism, is now being...
Don't worry about it, guys. Just let you know, like, don't worry about it. Animal Farm's going into public domain, like, next year. So, we'll have our own Animal Farm.
Being portrayed by the public, or at least it's being perceived by the public, that by what they saw from the trailer, which I can't show here because I don't want to get us in trouble, they're saying that it is actually a critique of capitalism. And I have not seen the movie. I don't know if that's actually going to end up being true. And at this point, it does not matter what.
Is this guy's on Tim Pool's like network, right? Is that right? Is this what's this guy's name? Brett Desovic? Is this Brett Desovic?
Matters is Angel Studios has not figured out, or at least they have forgotten how to deal with an audience, which they have relied on heavily because of their business model. Even before they went public, their audience were very, very loyal to them, and that was their bread and butter. This was the original story. It says Andy Serkis's all-star Animal Farm adaptation from George.
I'm just skipping. I'm trying to skip ahead to see if you quoted me, but I don't think I got quoted. I did tag him in my Substack article, but that's impossible to find on X. Like if you like link to Substack on X, like it's immediately buried in spam. Like Elon and the founder of Substack had a big falling out, so you can't share your Substack articles on X.
Orwell's classic allegorical.
Like it doesn't even like let you embed like the thumbnail image for your article. Like there's no presentation. It just looks like a dead link when you share Substack on X.
Novella has been acquired for U.S. theatrical rights by Angel. That is the name of the studio now. Obviously, it's no longer Angel Studios. It's Angel since they went public. With voice cast by Seth Rogen, Glenn Close, Woody Harrelson, Kieran Culkin, and more. The film was produced by Adam Nagel and David Rosenbaum for Anna Venture and Jonathan Cavendish for Imaginarium Productions. We'll go down here to what Andy Serkis has said about this.
All right.
Statement, because
I just want to get to the meat of it. Like I don't need him to be a narrator of the article.
movie was also, I think it was co-produced by Ben Shapiro in the Daily Wire, and she had to speak on it because that's what happens in Hollywood if you have even like a whiff of conservatism around your film productions. Another reason why the studio needs to not take for granted their audience that has been very loyal to them. We're going to get to that in a second here. This is what was said by the Nerdist. The Nerdist basically goes on to this problems with the tone in the movie that they really, really disliked. But then I kind of discounted what they said because they called Sound of Freedom a propaganda film, and any person who actually watched that movie understands that it was nothing of the sort. So your political bias is already speaking. But the problem is this. So they're not getting love from the left, who probably doesn't like hearing about Orwell anymore because everybody's always talking about 1984. It would be like trying to get the left to into the company that you are, and they're getting further pushback from other people within, you know, these spaces. This is from Mario. I never know how to pronounce this guy's name. Mario Nawfal. He said over on X.
I want to just emphasize, you know, he's taken a position, and we skipped through it, so he might have mentioned it, but he's taking a position that it's an anti-capitalist version of Animal Farm, which is probably true. I don't know if that's true. I mean, I don't particularly think Seth Rogen is a free market guy. I don't see him as a free market guy. I will say, though, that I actually really like what Seth Rogen has done with his career in terms of he shifted from, I'm going to make stupid comedy movies, and then now he's making like The Studio, which is an Emmy award-winning show on Apple, which was, from the episodes I saw, was like really phenomenal. Like a lot of like really hard one-take shots in that show. Like one whole episode was a one-take shot that made, like, there was a whole, you have to watch it, it's so good. Like there's they're trying to film a one-shot scene, and so they're filming a one-shot scene, and then there's drama happening as they're preparing this one-shot scene. So there's like basically like there's one shot that they're talking about, and then there's the one shot which is the episode. It's incredible. Really great writing on the studio. It's phenomenal. But then he's gone from there to where he's like rehashing, he's taking old IP that we grew up with, people our age grew up with, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he's redoing it. And of course he's doing the Muppet Show. And I actually like the new animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that he did. I thought it was really great. It's just my thoughts on it. But if you watch the studio, he accurately depicts a lot of the problems with like the executive industry telling artists what to do, and like focusing on things that aren't relevant to whether or not it's a good story. And so I recommend the show based on the episodes I saw.
Hollywood takes Orwell's anti-communist masterpiece, makes it anti-capitalist and woke instead. Andy Serkis spent 14 years adapting.
The problem is they hired a trans person for a kids movie. And Angel was completely against this stuff. Well, here's another problem. Angel is the company that did the Tuttle Twins, which is a capitalist cartoon. And now they're doing Animal Farm, which is supposed to be like Animal Farm, which is supposed to be a pro-capitalist, anti-communist narrative, right? So like you basically just like threw everything that the Tuttle Twins did in the trash can to build Angel. It's
Animal
crazy.
Farm added.
It's crazy work. That's crazy.
A billionaire villain that's not in the book, made her the main threat. Napoleon, Orwell's Stalin stand-in, gets downgraded to supporting antagonist, voiced by Seth Rogen. I think I remember them saying that they did something like this for like the GoldenEye, the video game, for like the GoldenEye remaster, where they made it about capitalism rather than about, what happened with
not capitalism
006 and his family and the betrayal in the.
I'll tell you, from what I know about Angel, they're pretty diehard capitalists, right? Like they're pretty diehard capitalists. Like they're ruthless. Right? And And what they're
jealousy that he felt.
I don't know what's going on there, but it seems to me like there's a real disconnect between like stories and like the ideologies of what that story means. And I think for them, this is what I don't know. Like I'm completely just guessing here. So allegedly before every word. But I think they just saw that Seth Rogen won a bunch of Emmys for the studio. I think he won 4 or 5, some crazy number like that for the studio. And his response was, Angel's response was, hey, we have this Seth Rogen project we can get. He's an Emmy Award winner, and we should grab it. You know, sight unseen, like buying a house, like just buying a house off eBay. Yeah, we're just going to buy it. And now they got it, and they're like, what do we do with this? It's completely against, I would hope they're at least questioning whether it's against their brand. I don't know if that's their thought process, but my hope would be that they're like, holy crap, we bought this film sight unseen, and now we're getting in a lot of trouble.
Because James.
Actually, you know what? I know, it's not that I shouldn't even be that nice to them. I shouldn't even be that nice to them, because the reason I shouldn't be that nice to them is because they issued the response. This is what let me find this. Let me do this real quick. Okay, so this is a Substack that I wrote. I'm not gonna read. I don't like to read articles on stream. You can go to my Substack, and you can subscribe and read it. But the point I wanted to bring out was here. This was so Jeff Harmon responded as a tweet to Peachy Keen's post. Okay, so Peachy Keen posted about this on X. Harmon responded with just a link, and that link goes here. And in this, it says, this is what you have to pay attention to. The Angel Guild can't see a filmmaker's race. Members vote without knowing the race of the skin color of a filmmaker. Directors and creators submit their work without fear of bias. The Guild judges only the story. So what they're saying is the Guild is this is how I'm interpreting this. They might not admit this, but this is what they said. The Angel Guild can't see a filmmaker's race, so the Guild only judges the story. So what they're saying is the people in the Guild, the Guild are the several 100,000 monthly subscribers, the people who invested in all the Reg CF crowd investment films from Angel. The assumption here is that they could be racist, and so they're just we're shielding them from their biases, right? We're shielding the Guild from their biases, and they can't see the filmmaker's race. And this is the weird thing, because remember, there's a trans person that's acting in it, and it says the Angel Guild can't see a filmmaker's gender. The vote is 100% based on the film's merit and message. That doesn't make any sense, because unless you're saying that the Guild is filled with sexists and bigots and racists, and we have to hide these things from them because they don't trust the Guild. That's a crazy thing to say. Or even like to even publish, whoever published this is like, they need a serious talking to, because this is attacking, this is defending the filmmaker but attacking the audience. Right? It's saying, look, we're hiding all this stuff. We're hiding gender. We're hiding religion. That's a take from Angel. And we're hiding race, gender, and religion, so that the Guild can just make decisions based off a story. But the problem is, there isn't neutrality in a story. Like a story always means something. Like a story always has some sort of message behind it. Like it always does. It's crazy to me that that Angel would say this, And it's not the problem isn't female directors. The problem isn't black directors or I think I don't really know any good trans actors or directors, to be honest. Personally, I have a theory that once you reach a certain depth of depravity, your ability to do art is also taken. And so that's a completely different conversation for another day. But if there was a really good movie, with let's do it this way. Let's say there's a really good movie with a trans director, and it's just really done, real well done. It's still possible to make a good movie. The question is, though, what is the purpose of this movie? What's the director's intent? Right? Because if you come up with this really great movie and they slip up and reveal that they're an image bearer and they make a beautiful movie, but then they go on the press circuit and they're like, well, this is what the movie's really about. And it's something like completely harebrained, completely different from like the general impression. Like that, it really does matter, the artist's intention. Like that really does matter. Now, I love to watch movies where I know the artist's intention is completely off the wall, and then like try to figure out how they like slipped up and showed they were created in the image of God. That's completely different presuppositional approach to looking at films and art. I love to do that, but I always still want to know like what exactly is the intention here. I'll describe this to you in a matter of law. So I don't know if you've ever seen that guy. He did the YouTube video. It's called "Don't Talk to Cops." He's a lawyer. Well, he came here to Moscow and he gave a lecture to Moscow, Idaho, and he gave a lecture, and it was like 10 things every juror needs to know. So it was like the follow-up to "Don't Talk to Cops." And one of the things he mentioned was this case. It was a Supreme Court case where they were ruling on whether or not the jury can make a decision beyond reasonable doubt without knowing what the consequences for the crime is, right? So the case that was presented was there was a guy, he got arrested. He had a dime bag of crack in his pocket or something like that, or in his car. Like it was on him. And the jury found him guilty. What they didn't know was that it was his third time being prosecuted for that crime, and now he's going to face a lifetime in prison. So the jury members were completely just shocked because they did not want the guy to go to, like, they were like, yeah, he's guilty, but like not lifetime in prison guilty. And so the case was about whether or not a jury can be convinced of someone beyond reasonable doubt, without knowing the crime the individual faced. So there's like this intent here. Like, yeah, he was guilty, but not that kind of guilty. And the way he argued it, and by the way, the Supreme Court sided with the court and not the jury. And he said it was one of the worst decisions the Supreme Court ever made, because and the way he summed it is like, if you get on a roller coaster beyond a reasonable doubt, you got to be beyond reasonable doubt that if you get on an airplane or you get on a roller coaster, that no one has died on that roller coaster or that airplane, right? So reasonable doubt, like there's these, airplanes fly, roller coasters are presumably safe, but if Disney is hiding the fact that just like last week, like 300 people died on that roller coaster, I'm not going to ride it. Because there's extenuating circumstances that affect my decision that I kind of need to be aware about, right? To be, in that instance, it might just need to be nullified, because it's not worth a life in prison sentence. So the same thing is true with like movies and TV shows. Like, sure, there's a narrative there. Like, oh yeah, it's Animal Farm. Yeah, but it's Animal Farm by Seth Rogen. So what does it mean? Why is the villain in Animal Farm driving a Cybertruck? That's weird. I thought the villain is a communist. Why is he an Elon Musk figure, right? Like those are all questions that are really important to know, especially if you're like voting on the distribution of something. I think it's important to know. So I think I would love to. You know what? I would love to talk to some guild members who voted on this, and I'd love to actually talk to the guild members who didn't vote on it. So if you know any guild members, send them my way. I'd love to interview them on stream and just figure out what the heck went down with this film. Like was it properly presented? Did they have what information did they? I don't know. Like, I don't know if anybody's like in the guild. So if so, I don't know anybody that's in the Angel Guild. But if you are in the Angel Guild, I'd love to know about like the process that kind of went down for this specific film. I think that'd be really interesting. That'd be a really great interview. So if you know anybody and they're down for interviewing, I would love to know. But this is nonsense. This statement is attacking the guild. It's assuming the negative intentions of the guild, which are the people that built and funded Angel, which is crazy talk. Like it's a crazy. What's that scene that's like is it from I think it's from Dodgeball. It's like he goes that's a crazy strategy. Let's see how it works for him. you know what I mean? It's actually I think it might be from the Dog Show movie. But anyway, yeah. So bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it works. That's it. That's a line. Thanks, Adam. Yeah. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works. And so that's that's what I think with that. I think we could go back. I think the problem with like the problem with like Pop Culture Crisis or some of these like major entertainment streamers, they're kind of viewing this stuff from the outside, so they're like completely missing like the main point, because like the rage bait is easy, right? Like the rage bait of they turned Animal Farm into an anti-capitalist film, share a Mark Nafal tweet, which is always pure clickbait.
Time. These studios miss all the time. They're Disney.
So, let's see. What does this mean? Do you guys see this? You caught us. If Animal Farm, hold on, let me maximize this. That was December 15th. You caught us. If Animal Farm triggered you, make sure you don't watch this clip, as Karl Marx's from Tuttle Twins. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Did they play the clip?
If Animal Farm triggered you, make sure you don't watch this clip of Karl.
He doesn't play it. I'm gonna play it. Hold on. Let me find this. Oh, Emilio just mentioned he just got back to me. Hold on. Let's see. I gotta find his stuff. Dude, I need some background music. I need some background music for this dead air that is inevitably going to take place. Hold on. I'm gonna get some background music. Let's Let's see. Here we go. I gotta wait for him to message me on Discord. Where were we? Where were we? We were talking about. Oh, we wanted to find this Angel Studios. That's what it was. All right. All right. I want to hear this clip.
Yoo-hoo, it's me, Karl Marx, and I just need to say, do not watch Tuttle Twins! It's a cartoon that teaches kids terrible things like free markets and critical thinking and how communism has murdered tens of millions of people. That's not true. It's murdered a lot more than that. Anyway, think of the children, and do not download the Angel app to watch the Tuttle Twins for free. And do not subscribe to get access to all episodes with stupid guest stars like Mike Rowe and Dr. Ben Carson with dumb lessons like the danger of inflation,
I don't
CBDCs,
understand.
and public school. And if you need more convincing, here is my TikTok dance. Here we go. In the house, Karl Marx. Und Hammer.
I don't understand how that has anything to do with like the objections that are raised for I don't understand how that has anything to do with the objections that are raised for the show. Hold on, I gotta this audio. Can I just mute it? Where is my where's my ability to mute it? There we go. All right. But yeah, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand that Karl Marx was telling you not to watch it, not to watch Total Twins, because you'll learn about the truth about Marxism and communism. And it's like, yeah, okay, so let's get back to the question at hand. Is the Animal Farm you guys are releasing anti-communist, or is it anti-capitalist? Like, just answer that question. And you can do so without spoilers. You can say, look, this is Angel. This is what we do. That we vet this stuff. Like, we know your family can trust it, you know? But, like, just sharing a Tuttle Twins clip that's completely irrelevant. It's like, people aren't mad that like Karl Marx is mentioned in Animal Farms, or that even if Animal Farm was about Marxism, which of course it should be. The question is, was there a change of the plot? Blaze Golf says, I don't think Angel knows the answer to either of those questions. I think you're right. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Because I don't... It's weird to me that this would even... I mean, like, look, the response that they had, it's not about whether... I mean, like, whether or not Animal Farm is pro-capitalist or anti-capitalist, that's one thing. They have a trans voice actor. That's a big problem for a kids movie. I think a lot of people should be upset about that. But you know, and then, but the other thing is, like, they attacked their guild in that statement I just read. The statement said that they're hiding race and gender from the guild because the guild has inherent biases and they just want to focus on the story. But you can't do that. Like, there's an intent. You know, if I watch a movie about slavery, for example, it's like I kind of want to know if the director is a white supremacist, right? You know, or I want to know if the director's a Black Panther. Like, what is the position this is going to take? Like those are all very important questions. And it's crazy. It's crazy to me that that is such a, like, that's like so such an out of control thing, you know. I'm still waiting to hear from Emilio. I haven't heard from him yet, so he did respond back asking where to message me, but he hasn't responded. Let's see where we're at on our Kick monetization, shall we? Hey, we did it. We did it. Celebratory chat emojis. All right. We did 5 hours so we can monetize our account. So Wednesday when I come back, this account will be monetized. So that's awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody, for joining me for that. That's pretty incredible. I'm super excited. So the next goal we have is the path to verification. And the path to verification, we have to reach a total of 10 subscribers in the last day, in the last 30 days, but gifted subs are not included. So once I'm monetized, I have to have 10 people subscribe individually, so not gifted. And then I need to reach an average of 50 viewers in the last 30 days. So we have an average of 1.83 right now. So long way to go on that. And then we have to stream for a total of 15 hours in the last 30 days, which I don't think will be too hard. Like that 15 hours in 30 days is not difficult. And then we have to have 100 unique people in the chat. So we've had 13. So we're 10% of the way there. So yeah, we'll just keep building that stuff up. Yeah, and I know people are watching this on like YouTube, and I've completely been ignoring whether or not anybody is in a YouTube chat right now. So let me find out. No, everything's come from Kick. Oh, there is one. James Baird. One YouTube chatter. That's nice. I mean, if I got a super chat, that would make me feel really bad. If I got a super chat and yeah, it doesn't look like I got any YouTube super chats. So anyways, I think I have not heard from Emilio. So I don't think we'll do that. But I will try to have Emilio on as a guest, because I think he would like to talk about the project he's working on. And he's just a great, he'd be a great guest. So I'll work on that. But we reached our 5 hours. I have done my duty. So Wednesday when we come back, we'll be monetized. So super excited about that. Thanks guys for participating. Guys, seriously, chat, you guys were awesome today. Like you guys carried the show. I couldn't have done it without you. But the way we did that deep dive into Angel, the way we did the deep dive into Jeremy Boring using the word based faith, and then so that was all really great. So thank you guys for following us on Kick. Thank you for all that. Really appreciate it. And yeah,